power behind it.
Bruno, what do we know about his opponent? There goes another clothesline.
Well, in all honesty, I can't say that I know that much about David Meltzer. I know this, that obviously he's not a veteran. He may have only a few years experience, but unfortunately, when you put a man like...
Welcome to another episode of Newsstand versus Newsletter. I am your host, the future Hall of Famer, Scotty B. Going to bring my co-host on, Mr. Andrew No Last Name Needed from Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada, Harold Street. Did I say too quick? You're going to stop the street you live on. Think of all the people driving by like in Hollywood in buses. That's where Andrew LaSalle lives. With his window up there, just see you waving at people. Waving, coming down and saying hello. Like the time when I was living there and that bus was parked. Ever tell you about that? No. I went to get food and come home and by the time I went to get food and got home, there was a bus parked in front of the building. I'm like, what the hell is this? Like, you can't go over there. I'm like, what do you mean I can't? I live there. Like, no, you can't. We're shooting a movie. You got to wait.
Just go around back.
No, yeah, well, I don't wait. I think I waited because I'm a fucking idiot. But regardless. So did you watch AEW Dynamite? Because while we're recording this, it's December 8th, 2021. You watched it. What did you think?
I loved it. I thought the crowd made it. Like that opening segment with Punk being booed.
I'm not a Punk guy anymore, man.
What, really?
Punk is just boring to me now.
Wow.
He's just not doing it for me.
Okay.
It's like, okay, you come in. Like, don't get me wrong, the crowd was great, but it's like, oh, dude, you're using the Islanders bullshit. Like, get out of here. Like, it's so fucking boring. Like, and listen, I was a Punk guy, and then I stopped being a Punk guy because he wouldn't shut the fuck up. And he gets back there, it's like, okay, yeah, but you're not really doing it for me. Don't get me wrong, AEW is great, but Punk, not really doing it for me.
Well, we'll see. I've got a feeling the next pay-per-view, they're either going to do an MJF Punk match there, or it's like he mentioned it. It was the first time he mentioned going for the title.
Yeah.
I'd like to see Danielson against Punk for the millionth time.
Oh, well, I'll tell you, like, Danielson is killing it right now. For him to be able to go heel in his position where he was at, it just shows how great he is. The women's match was awesome.
Yeah, both of them.
Yeah, it was a really good show. It's AEW, man. 2 hours, easy to watch. Not like that garbage they have on USA. The record low ratings. Did you hear about that? The record low ratings.
It makes sense. It's an unwatchable show.
They must be happy about it. I mean, things are looking up.
Scott, we do this show called Newsstand versus Newsletter where we discuss Pro Wrestling Illustrated and Wrestling Observers. No, we're not. Look, spoiler alert, we're not going to just do that. But for now, we've been doing this. How many episodes do you think you could have done if we would have been reviewing Raw for the
None. I don't watch Raw. I don't watch Raw. I don't watch SmackDown. I don't watch fucking NXT. I don't watch Main Event. I don't watch any of that shit. Do you know why I don't watch any of that shit?
It's all good.
Exactly. I don't watch shit. If I don't like something, I don't go watch 2.5 Men. I don't I don't know 2.5 Men. No, that's never gonna happen. I'll watch Always Sunny or something. By the way, which is on right now.
I haven't seen the last 2 seasons of It's Always Sunny, and I meant to do it this weekend because I noticed they had some episodes on Daily Motion.
Yeah.
Because I haven't watched since the end of season 13 when Mac had the gay dance at his dad's jail.
I don't think I've seen that. See, I got sporadic because I found a little, like, it started getting a little shitty, but they picked it back up. I watched the new ones. It's actually really good. So anyway, let's jump into the episode. We're doing 1993 today, so that's a lot of fun. And we're going to hop into our normal thing, what Andrew was doing in 1993, and then I'll jump into what I was doing.
Sure. It was my first full year in junior high. I was making all sorts of new friends, going out and stuff. 93 for me was a neat experience because prior to then, I had lived with my grandparents and my mom, and now my mother met my soon-to-be stepdad, and we had a place. My sister was born this year, 93, and it was just neat being able to go play ball hockey, being able to go play basketball, and because before then, the most I would do is like kick the soccer ball against the wall and try to make saves myself. I didn't have anybody to play with.
Sounds like fun.
Yeah, it was great times.
So it's funny because it was the opposite for me because I had gone from living in the city with a ton of people I knew to moving out to the middle of fucking nowhere. And it was just like, it's the sticks, dude. We lived in this house on top of this fucking hill. I didn't know anybody. And I was skeptical of people because I was a weird kid anyway. So it was we get out there, no cable. So like no wrestling, man. Wrestling's gone. Like I moved out there in October of 92 and I get no wrestling. So I'm on a wrestling loop altogether. Meet a couple people, make some friends pretty quick and stuff. It was a lot of like, I was 14, so a lot of like checking shit out, getting a little bit of trouble here and there. No wrestling. And my wrestling came back. And I mean, I literally had no exposure. I was telling you the story. I'll tell the story now. April 93, I'm dating this girl. I'm at her house and we're flipping through the channels. And then we see Superstars. Like, oh, check this out for a second. Brett being champion was like, what the hell, right? Bigelow was coming back. Remember getting to see him.
Well, he had been back.
Well, I think I seen a promo. I had seen him. And to me, it was like, wow, like that's so crazy that Brett's champion. It just blew my mind. So, and then what got me back in is I was at a friend's place in the summer and he had the SummerSlam 93 just sitting on the, like someone had the satellite version. Threw it in and watched it. And I was like, that's a big turning point because DiBiase's leaving. So you get DiBiase and Razor. Luger, that fucking main event, which was like, why the hell he was so excited for winning by count out. I was a big fan of Doink, seeing Doink, the heel clown. I was like, 93 is a cool year. There's a lot of shit, but it's a very transitional year, as everyone knows WWE. WCW was really good because they have some really good stuff in it. But we're going to jump into sports real quick, hop into that, and then we'll hop into In Memoriam and get into the awards. So let me jump into sports here. 1993 in the NFL, the New England Patriots selected quarterback Drew Bledsoe with the first overall pick, which would be very interesting because we know what happens there in 2001.
He gets Willie pipped.
He gets a little tap, I'm hurt. My kidneys are bleeding. I might die in an ambulance. Let that Tom Brady guy go play. And you know what happens? That fucking dick. Sorry.
Hey,
he's not
still
a dick.
playing. Still playing.
Yeah, I know he is. You have to remind me.
Amazing.
City fan. Yeah, fuck you. Hey, listen, it'd be nice if he was in your division. Maybe he's playing for like something. You deal with him. I'm a Kansas City fan. You took my team out of the Super Bowl.
My biggest rival has had two quarterbacks the entire time I've been a fan.
True. Fair enough.
Okay, so don't act like
I'll give you that.
I'm immune to that. So
there's best records that year. 3 teams had the best records, same record. All three at 12-4. What 3 teams were they?
Was it Dallas, San Francisco, and Kansas City?
It was the Bills, the Oilers, and the Cowboys. Worst record.
New England?
The Bengals, 3-13. And Dallas beat Buffalo in the Super Bowl, 30-13. That was the start of Buffalo realizing they sucked. Pretty bad there. Most valuable player, Emmitt Smith. Coach of the year, Dan Reeves of the Giants. Offensive player of the year, Jerry Rice, which probably got it like every year. Rod Woodson got defensive player of the year. Jerome Bennett's got offensive rookie. Dana Stebefield, who has got rookie of the year defensively. Marcus Allen, comeback player of the year for the Chiefs. Man of the year, Derek Thomas for the Chiefs. And most valuable player in the Super Bowl was Emmitt Smith. So Emmitt Smith had a really good year. MLB, best record.
Was it the Blue Jays?
Atlanta, 104 wins, 58 losses. Listen to this one. The Giants got 103 wins. They didn't make the playoffs before the wild card. And the wild card gets introduced the next year. Well, it should have been. But because there was a strike, it didn't happen. Worst record.
Was it Detroit?
The 9 Mets, 159 wins, 103 losses. And the World Series, the Blue Jays beat the Philadelphia Phillies 4-2. Cy Young, Rookie of the Year, Mike Piazza and Tim Salmon. Cy Young, Greg Baggs, it's Atlanta in the 90s. Jack McDowell for Chicago. Manager Dusty Baker for San Fran. Gene Lamont for Chicago White Sox. Most valuable player, Barry Bonds for San Fran. Frank Thomas for the White Sox. NBA, best record.
Was it the Bulls?
The Knicks, 60-22. The worst record.
Was it the Clippers?
The Dallas Mavericks, 11 wins, 71 losses. Yikes. The Bills beat the Suns in the final. And last but not least, the NHL, best record.
Was it Pittsburgh?
It was Pittsburgh 56 wins, 21 losses, 7 ties. Ottawa, I just gave it to them. 4 strikers to Ottawa, 10, 70-4. And
I would have got that.
Your Montreal Canadiens won the cup 4 games to 1 over your LA Kings.
Yeah.
So, in memoriam, why don't you hop into that?
Sure. 1993 saw the loss of the following wrestling personalities. Andre the Giant.
I heard of him. I've heard of him before. He was a wrestler. Was he? Like, he wrestled once in a while back in the 80s?
A couple of times. Yeah, a few matches. Yeah. I think he was mostly known as the
Machine.
Well, Giant Machine, but also Bigfoot from $6 Million Man.
That's what most people know. Yeah.
Dino Bravo. Rip
Bang Bang.
Collins.
Sure, yeah. Bang Bang 13 times.
Rufus R. Freight Train Jones. Wally Carbo. Don Kent. Your boy. And I am Joe McHugh.
Oh, yeah. I've been watching a lot of that stuff. I know him, yeah.
Oro. DJ Peterson. And Kerry Von Erich.
A lot of, like, big names that year. Like, big Bravo with that situation, Von Erich. It's it was, and then Andre was a huge deal. Oh, I don't think Andre was like a big surprise to anybody that he died because, I mean, shit, he was in pretty rough shape going into that year.
See, I wasn't watching during the Grand Wizard's death. Andre's was the first death I can remember them acknowledging on air.
I remember seeing it. I heard on the CTV News.
Do you remember, like, prior to Andre's death, them ever mentioning a wrestler's passing?
WWE or the news?
WWF.
No, I don't remember. No. All righty, let's hop into it. Let's go Rookie of the Year. I will start. What is my Rookie of the Year? I'm ready on the ball, brother.
Is it Psychosis?
Akiyama wins it.
I thought he was 92.
Nope, 93. Bobby Blaze is second. The Smoking Guns. Billy and Bart. Bang, bang. Again, our third. Juventud is fourth. And Dennis Kowalski is fifth. Whoever the fuck that is.
Do you know that... sorry to interrupt, but somebody recently posted a link to Sting versus a young Billy Gunn from like a WCW main event or Power or one of those shows from '89. So
wow, they're still wrestling in AEW. Fucking nuts.
Yeah, and Billy Gunn he was not a rookie in '93.
Yeah. Well, there you go. I'll tell Meltar, call him right now. Tell him.
Please.
Okay,
your
rookie of the year for you. Oh shit, that's a tough one.
It is. Don't tap anymore.
It's gimmick related. I like to give the crowd I like to give them special effects.
I'll tell you this. My comment also goes for the PWI's winner.
Doink?
No, good guess though. It's Vampire Warrior, also known as Gangrel, who
he's been wrestling for a while. Oh yeah, he's been wrestling for a while.
Yeah, he was one of the Blackhearts. Vampire Warrior wins it with 9,287 votes. First runner-up is Robbie Eagle with 8,556 votes. He would, of course, go on to be the Maestro in WCW. That's probably his most notable appearance. The Cole Twins with 7,042 votes are in the second. The third runner-up is the Headhunters with 6,107 votes. And honorable mentions totaling 36,208 votes included Bobby Duncombe Jr., John Hawk, who was, of course, JBL.
Yeah.
Ice Train, Yoshi Kwan, not a rookie. That was, of course, Chris Champion. Melvin Penrod Jr., Quebecer Pierre, and PJ Walker, the soon-to-be Just Incredible.
How much do you want to bet we're going to run into Lou Albano sometime in this show? He's going to come up somewhere. It's 92. Don't look. Don't look. Don't look. But anyway, I'll go with Akiyama for that one over Gangrel, which Gangrel wasn't bad. I don't think that's why I prefer Akiyama.
Yeah, and also, I forgot to mention on our last episode, if this airs in order.
Probably not.
Wrestling Observer Shutout PWI for your preferences.
Oh, okay. That would have been for 2020. 2020, yeah. All right. Let's go into most improved wrestler. You're up next, and I'm going to go with Diesel on that one.
That's good guess, but it's Yokozuna.
Yeah, that's a pretty good one. I'll give him credit for that.
Yeah. Yokozuna wins it with 21,056 votes. First runner-up is The Kid with 12,518 votes. Second runner-up is Brian Lee with 10,187 votes. Third runner-up is Tatanka with 7,796 votes.
Well, he had his big run in 93.
He loses in 93. And then he's never the same after that undefeated streak. Honorable mentions totaling 18,981 votes included Shane Douglas, the Nasty Boys, Paul Roma, Too Cold Scorpio, Davey Boy Smith, and Tracy Smothers.
Huh. All right. Pick mine.
I'm going to say Shane Douglas.
Tracy Smothers. It's funny how PWI hasn't lasted. That's happened a couple times where they've had them like the Wrestle Observer guys last. It's like almost like, do they go in and do that purposely?
Well, I think with PWI in this case, it's alphabetical. Shane Douglas, Nasty Boys, Paul Roma. Yeah.
Okay, so Tracy Smothers wins it. Marcus Bagwell second, Sabu, Steve Williams, and Juan Akiyama. And for that, I'm gonna go with Yoko on that.
Yeah. I mean, wins the title.
Yeah, it's a pretty big deal. All right, so manager of the year is the next one. So you get to guess mine. I mean, come on, let's be honest right now. Do you want to put up right anyway?
Is it? Let me see.
Just think about it real
James
hard.
E. Cornette?
Imagine this was the last question on Who's Been Millionaire. Yeah, it's James E. Cornette because that's what it's all about, man. I mean, it's a Jim Cornette award. Like, it's unbelievable how many times he wins it. I mean, I get it. Like, he is. I think with him, it's just like if he's managing, he wins it pretty much. Yeah. Number 2 was Tammy Fitch. Ron White was 3. Paulie Dangerously was 4. And number 5 is Harley Race. I'm going to guess for you, 93. Fuck, you don't want to go Fuji, but you kind of think it might be Fuji.
Is that your prediction?
No. I'm going to go Jim Cornette also.
You're right.
Yeah, look at that, eh? Bam.
Jim Cornette wins it with 16,659 votes. First runner-up, Harley Race with 15,741 votes. Second runner-up is Mr. Fuji with 10,124 votes. And third runner-up is Tammy Fitch with 7,982 votes. Honorable mentions include Jesse Barr, Paul Bear, Paulie Dangerously, Jimmy Hart, Missy Hyatt, Colonel Robert Parker, Johnny Polo, Burt Prentice, Harvey Whippleman, and Ron Wright. So, no Captain Lou, I'm surprised.
Yeah, he'll come up somewhere around here. Don't worry about that. He's going to pop up eventually. The next award is, I'll get them bastards. Inspirational wrestler. That's my most disgusting tactic. I'm guessing Lex Luger for the inspirational wrestler. Cactus Jack. Foley.
Cactus Jack, yeah.
Is that because of the amnesia angle? Or just taking bumps on the concrete from Vader? Or getting his head kicked off?
Well, I mean, it was his first babyface run.
Mm-hmm.
He
was the craziest shit in 93. Don't get me wrong. I'm not taking it away.
I love Cactus's 93. I think he's got a solid case for Wrestler of the Year. I think it's my favorite Cactus match.
When he takes that suplex on the guardrail, Jesus Christ. Yeah, keep going.
First runner-up is Lex Luger with 15,857 votes. Second runner-up is The Kid with 15,019 votes. Third runner-up is your boy, Brutus Beefcake, with 13,331 votes. Brutai. And honorable mentions totaling 9,793 votes included Johnny B. Bad, Jeff Jarrett, Sting, and Tatanka.
Okay. Most disgusting tactic. I want you to guess what that is.
I'm going to say it's the Disney tapings.
No.
Oh, the amnesia angle.
Cactus not knowing his name, which I don't think that's that disgusting. It was kind of stupid, but it wasn't disgusting. Number 2, WF 900 telephone number. WF using 4 angles, forms as heels.
If I can just interject here, do the voters not realize it's a business?
I don't think they like it is. I don't think they like that it is. They must understand it because they think they know everything. Remember, it's the Observer.
Yeah. It's like they're looking for other revenue streams because it's not like people were going to the shows in '93.
Exactly. So WF using forms as heels. WCW's reactions to the knife fight between Sid Vicious and Arn Anderson. And number 5, WCW's mini video with the exploding boat. That was just dumb and like a waste of money. That's all
disgusting.
That was. I wouldn't say it's disgusting. Like that's just odd. All of them are odd. Like I mean, really, like who cares about the cactus thing? It was just trying to find a way to get him over more. It didn't work. Fine. I don't have anything against that. If you want to try stuff, if it doesn't work, who cares if it doesn't work? It's not the end of the world. You don't have to shoot it down so hard.
Yeah, here's my counterpoint to that. A blind monkey could see that wasn't going to work. What got Cactus over with the crowd was the sheer amount of punishment he was willing to take. I mean, it was something that parents who brought their kids to see the wrestling would, stop reading the newspaper or whatever and pay attention because Cactus Jack was going to kill himself for your entertainment. It had nothing to do with amnesia and stuff.
How great would it be to be the guy wrestling him? Like, okay, yeah, sure.
You look like a stud.
Like, you can suplex me on the fucking guardrail. Like, this is awesome. Like, can I hit you with a chair? Hit as hard as you want. As hard as you want. Break my nose hard way. Okay, Here we go. Well, you get some serious aggression wrestle on that guy. Next award: best heel, best baby, best most hated. Sorry. So, guess my best heel.
Is it Big Van Vader?
It is Big Van Vader, which he very much deserves that award in 1993. Jerry Lawler's number 2. Yokozuna is number 3. Sin Caras is 4, and Jake Roberts is 5. So yeah, Vader, 100%, man. Vader is the fucking shit. I guess the most hated for you is Jerry Lawler.
You're a good guesser.
He's a piece of shit. Okay.
It's the king.
And what did he do in 1993? Can we review what he did in 1993 and then what happened later? Let's say around November 93. What happened to Jerry Lawler? What happened to him then? Was it?
I don't remember, but I do remember he had an excellent angle with the Hitman. And Jerry Lawler wins most hated wrestler of the year with 14,295 votes. First runner-up is Big Van Vader with 13,761 votes. Second runner-up is Yokozuna with 12,958 votes. Third runner-up is Shawn Michaels with 12,231 votes. And honorable mentions totaling 18,247 votes included Brian Lee, Rick Rude, Luna Vachon, and Sid Vicious.
Super. Okay.
Who do you give the edge to there?
Vader. Oh, easily Vader. Vader's a monster heel in that fucking run. He's an awesome 93. I absolutely fucking. What's that?
Who do you hate more?
I hate Jerry Lawler more.
Well, then shouldn't he?
No, Jerry Lawler will never get any kind of pick from me ever, unless if they want to kill him, like put him in an electric chair. I'll be like, I'll pull it. I'll pull the fucking thing. Sick fuck. I always hated Lawler. All right, jumping forward. Next award: Tag Team of the Year. For you, that's tough. I'm gonna go with Hollywood Blondes.
It's this guy and his brother.
Steiners. Okay.
Yep, the Steiner brothers win Tag Team of the Year with 11,751 votes. And first runner-up, very close in the voting, is the Hollywood Blondes with 11,148 votes. Second runner-up is Money Inc. with 10,529 votes. Third runner-up is the Heavenly Bodies with 6,943 votes. Honorable mentions include, they total up 27,576 votes. That is Arn Anderson and Paul Roma, the Bruise Brothers, Shane Douglas and Ricky Steamboat, Hawk and Kensuke Sasaki, the Headhunters, the Head Shrinkers, the Moondogs, the Nasty Boys, the Rock and Roll Express, and Too Cold Scorpio and Marcus Alexander Bagwell.
Interesting. Guess mine.
Is it the Holy Demon Army?
The Hollywood Blondes. The Hollywood Blondes win it. So secondly, Heavenly Bodies, Miami Toda and Yamana, Masahiro Misawa and Kenta Kobashi, Rick and Scott Steiner and Love Machine and Eddie Guerrero. Get that. So that is the first half of that. And we're right at 24 minutes. So we're going to go.
What tag team of the year do you think was the better tag team of the year?
Hollywood.
But they got it right. Okay.
Yeah. Steiners weren't bad, but they were just bouncing off of fucking Money Inc. the whole year, and I wasn't a big fan of that.
Yeah.
So we're at the halftime, everybody. What's our halftime show? Because I totally forgot what it was. It's been a long day.
Well, we were going to go through the Wrestling Observer Newsletter Awards. Not say the winners, but say we're each going to pick who we think should win each category for the year.
Okay, so I have it in two sections because the way I set up when I do I have like the first awards and the secondary awards. Mm-hmm. So, I mean,
let's do secondary first.
Okay. Most outstanding wrestler.
Big Van Vader.
I go Vader also. Yeah. Most unimproved.
Unimproved?
Unimproved, yeah.
I'm going to say Hogan.
I'm not just saying it, but you kind of read my mind. And I always wanted to put Savage there, but no.
Hogan was like 230 pounds, man.
He was a fucking midget. No offense to little people. Most obnoxious.
Well, they're probably going to say Vince, but I'm going to go with... It's tough. Do I go kayfabe or do I go legit?
Because it's PWI.
You mean WI?
Observer, sorry.
I'm going to say Vince. Always Vince.
I'm also going to say Vince. Vince drove me out. See, that's a flea. He's got him. No, he's not. No, he's not. He's got, no, he doesn't. Like, holy fuck.
And his fake laughing. I mean, and I'm into early 94 in my Superstars rewatch. Yeah. And in 93, Stan Lane joins him in commentary, Scott. And that is dreadful. It is two fake laughing guys back and forth. And it's like
brutal. Best in interviews.
Probably Cornette.
Are you guessing who's going to win? Who you think should win?
I still think Cornette.
I'm going to go with Flair.
Yeah.
Flair answer.
Baby Philly's Flair, though, not the same.
See, I can't do this. I can see the awards. We got to do something else. I know we just cut it off. Whatever. We got to do something else. Because I'm looking at the awards. It's not that fun.
Okay, fair enough.
Else. Let's just wing it. Just wing something up with me. Just ask me. Like,
how old were you in 1993?
I was 14.
And how old were you when you first got into the professional wrestling?
Full time or like kind of got to notice it?
When was the first time that you either spent money on it or had your mom or somebody spend money on it?
Oh, it would have been 6 easily. The first wrestling figures I got them out, yeah. So I would have been like 6 years old.
6-year-old Scott, let's put him in 1993.
Okay.
And I know that you didn't have cable, but let's just say that you did.
Oh, yeah, I had regular TV. I ended up getting a satellite dish about 6 months later, so that made a huge difference. In the summer of 94, we got a satellite dish. That was massive.
Who do you think you would have latched onto as being your guy?
What part in 93?
I don't know. Let's say June, halfway through.
Probably would have been Brett.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably, because Brett was Canadian. Brett was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Brett could wrestle. I mean, I want to say something with Brett and my thing. I have nothing against Brett. I just think Brett is a little too full of himself, and it's annoying because
it's like, because he's the best.
It's like, I'm the best. I never hurt anybody. I've never hurt anybody. And I do laundry. I'm better than you. I'm better than you laundry. I can make a better pizza than you. It's just annoying that he's best at everything. It's very cocky. But yes, it would have been Brett, more than likely. Brett would have been my guy. Yeah.
Yeah. I agree in a way. I think Brett, but I also think that I would have been a big WCW guy. Yeah, because I remember we had TBS and it wasn't just like with WWF, you had Superstars and you had Challenge and you had I guess in 93 you had Supercard, but for WCW they weren't just squash matches. And I know 6-year-old Andrew, 16-year-old Andrew, 26-year-old Andrew, 36-year-old Andrew would have always preferred a competitive match. I know some people find them boring. They want their quick squashes. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's true. And I can see an argument for that, but when you're a kid and it's not like you can just go on YouTube and watch and cherry pick.
I know. Yeah, they're so lucky.
So you took what you could get, and I think I probably would have been a Sting guy too.
Yeah. I remember watching WCW '94 on the satellite. It was fucking awesome. Watched Saturday night. They had the U.S. tournament. I remember watching that. All right, that was interesting. Yeah, so let's hop back into the awards. We're kind of burning through them, but it's all right. Let's jump into the next award, which is going to be going to me. Comeback Wrestler of the Year for you. Reader's favorite wrestler for me.
Okay.
So I'm up first. You got to guess mine first.
Reader's favorite wrestler, is it Big Van Vader? Oh, what?
Ricky Flair, baby. Ricky Flair. They like Ric Flair, I guess.
Okay. Here's the thing about Ric Flair in 1993. He has his first match in June. So half the year, he's not even wrestling.
Yeah.
Not counting. I guess he had that perfect match in early 93. But then he has those two really disappointing matches against Rude. Fall Brawl and Halloween Havoc.
Yeah.
How the hell is he...
Oh, 93 was not... Who knows? That's just what they voted. Miami Toyota was number 2. Vader was 3. Vader and Michaels are tied, actually, at 3. Juice and Liger and Sabu.
Chubby Shawn Michaels, 93, where he has his tights up to his fucking nipples.
Yeah. What was yours again? Sorry, I got Comeback Wrestler of the Year for you. I'm going to go Bigelow. Oh, God.
Comeback of the Year. Well, I mean, to be fair, he had a motorcycle accident in 92, and he hadn't wrestled.
You ever see that interview with him on WBF? On the WBF pay-per-view where they interview him? He's all fucked up. Oh, dude. He's all fucked up on meds. Like, he doesn't know what's happening. Like, he's a mess. But Vince doesn't care. He's like, fuck it, just put him on
TV. Vince would never put somebody on TV that was under no condition to perform.
No, Melanie was fine. She was in great condition.
Fine. Lex Luger wins it with 20,119 votes. First runner-up is Brutus Beefcake with 13,761 votes. Second runner-up is Ric Flair with 11,952 votes. Third runner-up is Paul Roma with 8,029 votes. And honorable mentions totaling 16,394 votes included Hawk, Marty Gennetti, Tommy Rich, Sid Vicious, and Yokozuna.
Alrighty. Best babyface. Most popular for you. I'm going with Stinger. The Stinger. Luger. What the fuck was I thinking?
Lex Luger wins most popular wrestler of the year with 16,748 votes. First runner-up is Sting with 15,942 votes. Second runner-up is Bret Hart with 15,189 votes. Third runner-up is Dustin Rhodes with 7,796 votes. And honorable mentions totaling 13,633 votes included Johnny B. Bad.
You're cutting it a little bit there, big guy. I feel like your microphone's messed up. I hate to cut you off, but keep going.
Johnny B. Bad, Doink, Ric Flair, Kurt Hennig, Jerry Lawler, Randy Savage, Davey Boy Smith, Tracy Smothers, and Tatanka.
Yeah, it keeps going in and out. Unplug your thing for a second. And plug it back in, see where we're at.
Hopefully this will make my microphone better.
No, your microphone's a little bit static. It's okay. It's a little bit static, but whatever, it's fine. Okay. Guess my best baby face.
Is it Manami Toyota?
No, it is. Give me 1 second here. Because I screwed up my thing. I gotta go back. It's Onita. Onita wins it. Let me go in here real quick because Onita wins it. Sting second. Bret Hart is third. Conan's 4, and Matsuhiro Misawa is 5. So I'm gonna go with Onita after watching Dark Side of the Ring. Yeah, he definitely gets the best babyface. So he's like a fucking god in there for crying out loud. And Luger, that was pathetic. That was kind of pathetic.
Well, the thing is, The narcissist had legs.
Because he was an idiot. It was him. Like, that was what he was. He was an asshole.
Like I could see it working because other than like the whole like narcissist and having to have a different name, I mean, it was not that much different from the total package.
Yeah.
Loving the USA, that was completely out of nowhere.
It was so corny. It was so shoved down our throats. Like, we don't have Hogan, so here's our new Hogan. They do them stupid interviews on Raw, like steroids. Like, oh, I don't do steroids anymore. Like, what today? Like, you haven't done them today because you're fucking doing them. No one's that big.
Like, honestly, I would have bought Sting in that role more than Luger because at least Sting would sometimes paint his face red, white, and blue. Like, Luger had no affiliation with the country that he was from until the Intrepid.
He's a Bills fan. I wonder how he's feeling these last couple of days. His team fucking sucks. All right, let's hop into the next award. Give me a second here to grab it. The next one's going to be Editor's Award, which is reader's least favorite wrestler for me. Editor's Award for me, I don't fucking know. Arn Anderson? Imagine if I got it right. Andre. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, Andre's a massive deal in them magazines. Yeah.
Andre the Giant wins the Editor's Award.
Yeah.
And for you, I'm going to say Hogan.
No.
Oh, Sid. Really?
So they don't like Sid. Well, he stabbed Anderson. So, I mean, that's part of the reason why they don't like him. I can see why he's not a big fan favorite because, fuck, man, like, Arn Anderson's very well liked. And you stab him, they're probably not going to be liking it too much. Let me go find.
These are the same people that voted to keep Chris Benoit in the Hall of Fame, right?
Oh, well, I guess, yeah. So, well, they voted years later. Hogan's number 2, Shockmaster's 3, The Equalizer, Dave Sullivan's 4. And
Meltzer had a thing where if the Observer voters voted him out,
I remember this when it happened.
He would allow it, but they voted to keep him in. So they were all right with that, but they weren't all right with Sid stabbing a grown man.
It was years later. Okay, that's enough of anger. I don't want any anger on this podcast.
No anger.
Feud of the year. I'm gonna guess mine first.
93. Is it Brett Lawler?
It is Brett Lawler. I'm always. You don't even care about my pictures. I work hard for these pictures, but you don't care. I thought it was kind of a cool picture, actually, but I guess you're not a fan of it.
I'm just getting to the page, brother.
Yeah,
you don't tell me the order, so I have to like flip flop.
I had to go up and get the feud of the year here. I had it, but somehow when we were fucking around, we lost our.
This is our most professional episode yet so far.
No, it's great. Well, it is what it is.
Between my microphone.
Yeah, your microphone does suck tonight. Jerry Law and Bret Hart first. Kawada and Company against Masawa and Company. Vader and Cactus. New Japan versus War. And Bob Armstrong versus Jimmy Cornette. I'm guessing your feud of the year, same thing. Lawler and Bret.
It is indeed Jerry and Bret.
Yeah, I'll give it that. I hate Lawler, but the Doink thing. I like the Doink match at Mania at SummerSlam.
It's much better than their 95 feud, I found.
Oh, their 95 feud is horrible.
Yeah, Bret and Lawler went in with 22,006 votes. First runner-up, Ravishing Rick Rude versus Dustin Rhodes with 14,943 votes. Second runner-up, Cactus Jack versus Big Van Vader with 12,576 votes. Third runner-up is Tony Anthony versus Tracy Smothers with 11,019 votes. And honorable mentions totaling 10,075 include Johnny B. Bad versus Max Payne, Brian Christopher versus Jeff Jarrett, Giant Gonzalez versus The Undertaker.
Oh, God, who the fuck voted that? The hell is wrong with these people?
Bret Hart versus Yokozuna, Kurt Hennig versus Shawn Michaels, Marty Gennetti versus Shawn Michaels, Brian Lee versus Tracy Smothers, and Sting versus Big Van Vader.
Yeah, okay. If someone voted fucking Gonzalez and Taker, they're idiots. I'm sorry. Okay, match of the year. Let's jump right into that. We both know each other. So you already told me what it was because I watched both of them. So you want to? Here's mine.
Mm-hmm.
Which is, let me go to my.
I didn't know it until you showed me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Mayuto Yamada versus Kensei and Osaki. Number
How
2.
was it?
Okay, I'll tell you. I'll do the reviews of both, and I'll do the runner-ups.
No. Do the runner-ups, and then do your review. I'm curious, but I want to let's
yeah.
get the
So
runners-ups.
The runner-ups are Steve Williams and Kabashi, Haito and Kanora, Cactus and Vader from October 24th in New Orleans, Hanson and Kabashi, Sting and Vader, Lightning Kid and Sabu, Shawn Michaels and Marty Gennetti, Stan Hansen and Kawada and Kabashi. What else we got here? Brent Hart and Henning, Basawa and Kawada, Anita and Funk. Devil Masema versus Bel Nakana. Steiners versus Heavenly Bodies. Yeah. So that's my runner-ups. You can tell me your runner-ups, and then we'll get into what happened in the matches.
Okay. So my match of the year was Shawn Michaels versus Marty Gennetti with 146 votes. And this was their match that took place July 19. I know they also had one in, I want to say, May on Raw. The one where Marty won the title.
Yeah.
The first runner-up is Steiners versus the Heavenly Bodies from SummerSlam 93 with 11,014 votes. Second runner-up is Rick Rude versus Dustin Rhodes with 9,827 votes. Third runner-up is Cactus Jack versus Big Van Vader with 7,654 votes. And honorable mentions include the Royal Rumble match from January 24th.
Wasn't that good?
No, it wasn't. Cactus Jack versus Paul Orndorff from February 21st.
That was good.
Hulk Hogan versus Great Muta from May 3rd. Big Van Vader versus Davey Boy Smith from May 23rd. And Bret Hart versus Kurt Hennig from June 13th.
Okay, so the matches. The tag match. Weird. Best 2 or 3 falls. It starts with basically a kick, a powerbomb, and boom, there's the first fall. And I couldn't figure out what the heels and faces were. I just couldn't figure it out because I didn't know. I was kind of figuring it out, but I was like, I don't know who it is. Crazy kicks. I'm picking that over Mike. Go ahead.
When in doubt with Joshi, the heavier ladies tend to be the heels, and the lighter ones are the baby faces. Usually, not always. You can
tell. It's weird because the 2 heels. One looked like a big time baby face, but she was definitely a heel. I could figure that out. The match was good. It was long, but it was good. Some serious kicks in that match, man. There was a couple kicks to the face that were like, you're not holding back. Like those full kicks to the face. Good match. I liked Marty and Shawn. I hated the commentary. It was awful.
Who was commentary?
Vince, Savage, and I forget who the third one is. I was trying to block it out. I want to think it might have been Lawler. It was so bad. Vince was horrible. Vince,
1-2, he got him? What a maneuver.
You own the fucking company, dude. How do you not know this shit? Like, can you fuck off with this? It was a good match, but definitely the tag one was better. Yeah. So that gets my vote for match for the Observer gets in. And the last but not least, our Wrestler of the Year. And pick mine. No, pick yours. Yeah, you're up first. I'm going to pick Brent Hart. No, Yokozuna. Okay, Vader.
Big Van Vader.
Right. Big Van Vader. Okay, so what do
Big Van Vader wins it with 17,948 votes. First runner-up is Bret Hart with 16,856 votes. Second runner-up is Shawn Michaels with 12,143 votes. Third runner-up is Yokozuna with 11,719 votes. And honorable mentions totaling 13,075 votes.
I think I got in this year. I think this is the year that I was on the honorable mention list.
We'll see. We got Ric Flair, Jerry Lawler, Brian Lee, Dustin Rhodes, Rick Rude, Tracy Smothers, and Sting. So I think that was the year you were Sting.
Yeah. Guess mine.
Is it also Big Van Vader?
It is Big Van Vader. Yes. Main award.
Legendary year.
Vader wins it. Kabashi's second. Bret Hart's third. Kawada's fourth. Flair is fifth. Let's see if I got our mentions. I do not. Let's go up. Yeah, so yeah, definitely Vader had a kick-ass year. Like from start to finish, it was an awesome year for him. Yeah. So yeah, you can't beat that year. So it's time for you to go to our predictions.
Sure, I got some good ones. So let's see, where should I start? How about we go across the pond? We've got the Rockers will reform as rule breakers and become tag team champions. Sid Vicious still won't win a title. Cactus Jack will retire due to injury. Sting will join the WWF along with Van Hammer and Brian Christopher. The Road Warriors will reform in WCW. Papa Shango and Jerry Lawler will do a commercial for lighter fluid. The follow-up will star Eddie Gilbert. Barry Windham and Kamala will form a lookalike team to battle Keith and Ken Cole in WCW. Virgil will become Ted DiBiase's bodyguard again. The Kid will win the first ever WWF Light Heavyweight Championship. And Ric Flair will finally retire. And this is from Dean A.S. from East Sussex.
Ric Flair's retired for a long time.
A long time.
Like, fuck, the guy still doesn't want to retire.
The fans at one WWF card will all have to go to the hospital when they smell Bastion Booger. Bret Hart will regain the WWF World Championship.
Yeah.
Shawn Michaels will capture the WCW World title. IWCCW will not determine a champion until 1995.
I got to stop you. You're going out of sync. I have to take you out and put you back in. We'll just edit it out. So we'll edit out the part where you start this one. So just give me a second here. It's literally going to be 1 second. Okay, say something.
Jimmy Del Rey will start a feud with Jim Cornette.
Yeah, keep going. Okay. Go back to the start. Go back to the start of that award.
The fans at one WWF card will have to go to the hospital when they smell Bastion Booger. Bret Hart will regain the WWF World Championship. Shawn Michaels will capture the WCW World title. IWCCW will not determine a champion until 1995. Jimmy Del Rey will start a feud with Jim Cornette. Missy Hyatt will continue to be the nastiest lady in WCW. I'll do two more. We've got this one here. Bret Hart will regain the WWF World title and take Jimmy Hart back as his manager. Big Van Vader will retire Ric Flair after a strap match at Slamboree. WrestleMania 10 at Madison Square Garden will feature WWF stars against their WCW counterparts. Main event, Hulk Hogan versus Sting. Dr. Death Steve Williams will enter the WWF with Dr. Jack Kevorkian as his manager.
Come on.
Shawn Michaels will move to WCW and win the World Tag Team title with Rick Rude. The Road Warriors will meet and defeat every team from WWF and WCW in 1 week, only to have their unbeaten streak ended by the Brooklyn Brawler, Steve Lombardi, and Barry Horowitz. Hulk Hogan will actually make a movie that's good. You'll still be waiting. Jesse Naito from Ottawa, Ohio.
Oh, Ohio, okay.
And last one, Tammy Fitch and Missy Hyatt will form a tag team and challenge Sherry Martel and Miss Texas. The model, Rick Martel and Bastion Booger will announce their intentions to market a new line of men's cologne. Max Payne and The Undertaker will retire to pursue a career in heavy metal music. The Hollywood Blondes will patch up their differences and get back together. Colonel Robert Parker and Dusty Rhodes will open a new chain of fast food restaurants. Jerry Lawler will turn down their offer to become a part owner. Colonel De Beers will become a flag-waving American patriot.
Oh, okay. Colonel De Beers. I'd love to see that. Okay, so we're going to jump into my awards. Secondary awards, which you were guessing. But most outstanding wrestler. You can guess.
Is it Vader?
Kenta Kobashi. Most unimproved.
It's Giant Gonzalez?
Ricky Rude.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. This is the second. Luger is third. Hennig, and then Flair. Most obnoxious.
Vince?
It is Vince. That's definitely allowed. Best in interviews.
Cornette?
Most charismatic.
Flair?
Anita second. Sting's third. Best technical wrestler.
Is it Brett?
Jose. Juice Liger second. Kenta Kobashi's third. Bruiser Brody Memorial Award. I mean, come on. That's pretty easy. Yeah, Cactus.
Yeah.
Best flying wrestler.
Is it Liger?
It is Liger. Most overrated.
Is it Sid?
Sid, yeah. Most underrated.
Is it the Kid?
Bobby Eaton. Then it has Benoit, Terry Taylor, Sabu, Too Cool, Scorpio. Best promotion.
New Japan?
All Japan. New Japan's third. Yeah. And best television show.
New Japan?
All Japan. So come out.
Oh, wow!
Raw's third, yeah. Best television announcer.
Is it Jesse?
Jim Ross. And then your boy Tony Schiavone is second. Bob Caudell's third. Worst television announcer.
93. Was Pettengill doing commentating at that point?
I don't think so.
No. Is it Gorilla?
It is. Yeah, it's Gorilla. Bischoff second. Corey Macklin is third. Best wrestling move.
Shooting Star Press?
Vader moonsault.
Yeah.
Best wrestling card.
Dream Slam?
You're correct. Yeah, February 4th. Second up is Super Brawl 3.
Yeah.
Worst wrestling card.
Is it Mania 9?
Fall Brawl. Battle Bull's second, Mania 9's third. Best
Battle
color
Bull's really
commentary.
Is it Jesse?
It's Bobby Heenan. Just a second. Worst wrestler.
Jack Gonzalez?
The Equalizer. John Gonzalez is second. Civis is third. Worst tag team.
Is it the Colossal Kongs?
You are correct, sir. That's very impressive. Bushwhackers are third or second. Harlem Heat is third. Worst television show.
Is it Worldwide?
Global on ESPN.
Oh, yeah.
WWF Mania is second. WCW Main Event is third. Worst manager.
Harvey Whippleman?
No, Mr. Fuji. He
Oh.
always gets it. Yeah, he gets it every year. But Whippleman was second, and Paul Bearer was third. Worst match of the year.
Is it Taker Gonzalez?
No, it is the Survivor Series match between Doinks, Men on a Mission versus Headstringers, Bashboger, and Bam Bam Bigelow. Taker and Gonzalez is second, but it's not the Mania match. It's a SummerSlam match.
SummerSlam.
Rick Rude against Warrior Hawk, War Games, and then Stain versus the Prisoner. Well, a.k.a. Nails. Worst feud.
Is it Gonzalez and Taker?
This is Johnny B. Bad and Max Payne is second. Luger and Yokozuna is third. Worst on interviews.
Is it Luger?
Fuji.
Oh, yeah.
Scott Steiner second, which is strange. Luger's third. Worst promotion.
Is it Global?
WCW.
Oh,
Yeah. Best booker.
Is it Jim Cornette?
Yeah, obviously, if he's in the running, he's winning it. Best promoter.
Is it also Jim Cornette?
No, it's Giant Baba. Best gimmick.
Doink?
Undertaker, which is really silly. Doink second. Kid's third. Doink should be number one, not fucking Taker. Yeah. Taker's horrible in 93. What the fuck are they talking about?
Really bad 93.
Worst gimmick.
Is it Giant Gonzalez?
Shockmaster.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Bastard Booger second. Friar Ferguson's third. Doink is fourth, which is really weird. Most embarrassing wrestler.
Is this Giant Gonzalez?
Bastard Booger.
Yeah.
Shockmaster's third. Second. Doink's third. Doink's not embarrassing in 93. I'm telling you, dude, if you're watching this and someone sees Doink, they're going to like that shit.
Babyface Doink near the end of the year, but I wouldn't count that.
So, and that is the awards for 1993. Very different year.
You had the Observer 5-1.
Yeah, that's fair.
5-1, and 1994 should be their year. There are 6 wrestlers here. Do you have 6 guesses? Let's see if you get any of them.
Brian Pillman. Tatanka. Lou Bitburger. Steve Austin. 5-2. I don't know. Go with the rest. I'm out of clues.
You know, I've been asking you this periodically. So far, you haven't gotten any.
Thank you.
Dustin Rhodes, Too Cold Scorpio, Marcus Alexander Bagwell, Jeff Jarrett, Adam Baum, and Davey Boy Smith.
Davey Boy, not there on crack. All right, people. So this is the deal. By the time this gets released, this might already have happened. Wrestling Jeopardy. We're gonna do it. I just gotta get the questions. I need 240 questions for the first fucking round. So it's not something's gonna happen overnight. But if anyone wants in that, I need 24 participants. Round robin single elimination tournament. We'll give a prize at the end. But yeah, it'd be kind of cool. What do you feel about that, Andrew? Are you going to join the Jeopardy?
Well, I'm going to win, so I'm just waiting to see who wants to lose to me. Now, also, while we're getting these plugs in, if you're a fan of the show, if you don't even watch every episode, but you like cherry pick what years you want to see, if you have any PWI year-end award issues, please get in touch with us, especially if it's 85 and earlier. We would love to do some early year-end awards because we're coming into just the 2000s, and that's not as fun for us.
I know, it's fucking horrible. I am not looking forward to them. It's going to be rough. So we do have the group for the Jeopardy, which if you want, just leave them a comment. I'm going to get to it. It's just Christmas time, dude. I got my job that I do right now, keeping me super, super busy. So I'm aiming more towards Jeopardy in the new year, everybody. But it's still gonna be a lot of fun. We got the Rumble pool going on. How many people do you have in the Rumble pool?
We got 6. So far it's it's still December. I'm gonna make a big push for it in the new year. I'll be plugging that group in other groups if they allow it. And that's what happened last year. I really put the pedal to the metal, and we got 30 people participated, and it was a lot of fun. It's the only way to make WWE pay-per-views entertaining is if you have some money to be won on it.
You win $300 if your number comes in. It's $300, dude.
You watch that shit with no money on the line?
Fuck that.
No way.
I remember I had Seth Rollins one year, and he didn't win. I was so fucking mad. Like, that motherfucker, that fucking piece of, and he was like in the final 3, I think. When he got limited, that's money out of my pocket. And I'll tell you, I didn't send that fan out to attack him, but to that fan, right on, buddy, get my money back. Go in his pocket, get that $300 back. But yeah, no, it's been a lot of fun. We got a lot of stuff going on. Christmas is coming up. Like I said, I got like a shit ton of work to do, and I've just been fucking around, not doing it. And I need to get stuff done for Christmas.
Yes, and also don't forget to subscribe and hit like, and put in the description the links to the Facebook group for Newsstand versus Newsletter, the Jeopardy, the Royal Rumble pool. We want easy access for people because everybody's on Facebook, whether you like it or not. You're on it.
Yeah.
Join up.
Yeah, join and check out the Jeopardy things. We definitely the Rumble thing's gonna be happening. We've done it every year, so it's not like we're gonna take your money and not give you a fucking number. And if you win, you're gonna get your money.
And 2 chances to win, men's and women's.
And the Jeopardy thing, I'm gonna just putt along at the questions. I'll get it done. Like I could burn through questions. I've just kind of been slacking. Like I said, I gotta get some work done before Christmas, but we'll get that done. And we'll be back again on Newsstand versus Newsletter.
Beautiful plaque. Okay, the first one is Billy Jack. Billy Jack was voted by all you fans all over the world as the most improved wrestler of the year, and I'd like to give him the plaque right now. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce the man who received over 12,000 votes. 12,000 votes as the most popular wrestler of the year. Ladies and gentlemen, here's the plaque, and now here's the man who won it by your choice, the former World Heavyweight Wrestling Champion.